Team coverage continues right now with COVID cases rising. Yale University is asking students to stay vigilant and to try to stay on campus as much as possible. The college is modifying a number of health and safety guidelines. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live with the mobile newsroom in downtown New Haven with all of those details. Matt.
Well, hi there, Aaron. You know, if you step off the Yale campus and you head down College Street, in this case, you're bound to run into some great restaurants here in New Haven. The Elm City has a lot of them, but, you know, right now the city as is dealing with an uptick in cases. Yale is asking its students to avoid dining out and visiting those restaurants. One of the few guidelines, the new guidelines here, designed to keep everyone safe. Now, one of the big ones, avoid gatherings where you're removing your mask to eat and drink. In fact, the school says students should limit their time off campus. Instead, Yale is encouraging its communities to support those local restaurants by using takeout and delivery options. Restrictions on attending or hosting parties, well, those are still in place. And Yale is also discouraging travel outside of the New Haven area. In fact, students are not supposed to leave Connecticut for the final 2 weeks of the semester. Now, when it comes time for Thanksgiving and the break, before going home, Yale is encouraging every student to get a negative COVID test. They say that way you'll be able to protect your family when you head home. They're also saying staff that can work remotely, well, they're being advised to do just that. And Yale says, just like everyone else, they too are noticing an increase in infection levels. So that's going to be among their students, their staff, and their faculty. So they say the goal is to complete the fall semester safely, and they add they'll be able to do just that if everyone follows the rules.
We don't want to see these restaurants die, but of course there's also everyone was trying to be safe, so takeout and eating outside, at least if that's the better than eating inside, so I think we've been trying to do all these ways to stay safer.
I think people are pretty closely following the under 10 guidelines that Yale set in place, and I also think that COVID cases are rising, or it feels like they are, so people are really just staying in place and just hanging out with their pods.
Now in a statement, Yale adds, quote, there are just a few weeks left in the residential portion of this semester. Let's continue our efforts as we complete this semester, recognizing that our collective actions will impact the health and well-being of our entire community. And the school is quick to point out that if the conditions change, they'll be able to adjust these guidelines and notify the school community. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.